heading back. We're gonna wrap it up. This is When Doves Cry by Prince. Tell me, what do you think of this guy and this song?
It's Prince, another icon. Like, this is the icon of the icons, obviously. But so we went to a Prince concert when I was in school, which before that concert, I was like, who the hell is Prince? I was like, I don't know who this is. Like, we listened to a couple of his songs, like, because I think we saw him in San Diego or something like that, or Santa Barbara, not in LA. Like, we went somewhere.
No, you're thinking of a different time.
No,
we saw him at the Forum. We didn't. Spring break. We did.
No, it was that.
You better have, because he talks about this all the time.
You're thinking of the Rolling Stones that we saw.
No. It was the weekend of when we saw Mumford & Sons,
right,
and Old Crow Medicine Show. The next night, we saw Prince
at the Forum.
No,
it was.
Okay. Well, then we went. We went out of town to see Edward Sharpe, and like Mumford & Sons, Edward Sharpe, and Old Crow Medicine Show. Right? Yes. And that same weekend, maybe that's why I just clumped it together. I thought it was in the same city.
No,
okay, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, just dragging me around.
So again, this was a spring break, and
I was, I think, 12. No, 12.
12. Okay, so
I was in middle school. I think I was in 6th or 7th grade.
All right, so 2013, right?
So it was either
2012. It was
either 11 or 12. Either 11 or 12.
It was 12.
Yeah.
I think about it. April 2012, we went to go see it.
Yes. So I was in 7th grade. And but before that, like, obviously I had heard the name Prince, but I was also 12 years old, so it's not like anything really stuck with me. But then we saw him, and I was like, oh my God, who's this kid? And now we now we still have we still talk about it, that concert to this day, still do our inside joke, like just like him just looking at himself in the mirror and just being like, oh, amazing, like just admiring himself on stage in front of like thousands and thousands of people, just being obsessed with himself. And no, yeah, that concert really sticks out in my mind still. And
remember how the show started?
How
he came out on stage?
No.
Okay. Did you watch the When Doves Cry video?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see him like get out of the tub and crawl.
Yes.
That's how the show started.
That's how he did. No, now that you say that, I do remember. He crawled onto stage. Yes, I remember this.
Like 5 minutes without saying anything. The music is building.
And we were all just, whoop.
No, you were looking puzzled, I think. Like,
no, I know, I was, because at this point, I still had no idea who he was, basically. Like, I did know who he was, but I didn't, like, I knew the name Prince. I knew, you had the shirts, and we listened to a couple of his songs and everything like that. But I didn't realize how, obviously, iconic and like influential he was until way after. Yeah. And when I would go back to school, after break, and tell my friends about my cool break, and I saw Mumford & Sons and Prince, like, they were all like, who? Like, they all didn't know, which is why I'm so thankful that you are the dad that I have, so that I could, be, get to know all of these things that I would like. Who doesn't know Prince now, but I knew him when no one else did in my generation.